Hey, this is Rich Peterson with Remax Gold, and here's your October 2022 market update. There's a saying in the news industry, if it bleeds, it leads. This is typical of almost every single real estate headline today. Bad news is seemingly everywhere, and newsroom editors are quick to jump when they smell blood in the water. It's easy to get wrapped up in the day-to-day drama and feel like the market is completely crashing down around us. That's not necessarily the case. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything is rosy. 7% interest rates have knocked a lot of buyers out, and sellers who were banking on being able to sell their home quickly now have homes sitting on the market for a couple of months. Yesterday, I sat through a webinar going over where real estate has come and where it's going, at least the housing prices. And for me, the biggest takeaway is this: real estate is a marathon, not a sprint. Homeowners are playing the long game when they purchase property. How long? Between 1990 and 2022, the average home value in California has gone up 319%. With this knowledge in our back pockets, let's go ahead and take a look at the last month's numbers and make an educated guess at where things might be headed over the next couple of months and years. Regionally, new inventory continued to be significantly down last month, off by almost 40% from September 2021. However, active inventory rose significantly by over 20% to 599 units. This really does continue the trend we've been seeing since the beginning of summer. Despite increased inventory, we aren't seeing as much turnover as we did during the pandemic. In fact, at 42 days on the market, it is taking twice as long to sell a home today as it did in April. The median sales price was essentially the same as August 2022, but it's still up 2.2% from September and settled at somewhere around $563,000. All in all, a good showing despite the shift that started to happen in June and July. The good news is that new listings did increase last week, driven primarily by Fairfield and Vallejo, which is what we want to see. Price reductions remained about the same as the week before. Ideally, we can start to get that number to go down so that we can see that sellers are more in line with where the rest of the market is. Over the last couple of years, there have been significant changes in the real estate industry. For one, the definition of home has changed, and interest rates dropped so low that the promise of home ownership became a realization for so many people. Many of us were able to get into a home. And as a result of more buyers qualifying with fewer homes on the market, it drove showings through the roof. That has changed now. Showings, both nationally and locally, are slumping. Most economic indicators that I'm seeing point to a significant deceleration, or in some cases, outright depreciation. I do not believe this to be the case for the majority of homes in the region. Most economists believe that the market will continue to make gains, albeit significantly slower than they originally thought at the beginning of the year. I believe that we can still expect home values to rise around 2% through the end of this year and into next year. As a bonus, looking out at the market in 2024, 86% of economists believe that the real estate market will continue to appreciate. That number goes up over the next 3 years. It's still a good time to get into the real estate game if you can. It does feel like the market is taking a gigantic breath right now, waiting to see where things will land, looking for some stability and certainty. I've been saying for the past couple of weeks that buyers and sellers are looking for a little less chaos. Interest rates being at 7% is manageable as long as they consistently stay there so that buyers and sellers can plan, whether it's move up sellers or move down sellers. That's not to say that if you're looking to sell that you can't have your home on the market. But it is important to have more realistic expectations. We have solidly retreated back to a pre-pandemic market. That means that both your pricing and days on market need to be adjusted accordingly. It may be hard going for a little while, but with an experienced professional, you can make the decision that's best for you. That's all for this week. That's all for this month. Have a great day.